Magandang gabi, Pilipinas. Ako po ang inyong ka-DXLP, nagbabalita at naglilingkod sa inyo at live mula sa Lon Padido National High School, JEFFY JUANITAS.
Maraming salamat, Generous MONGKIL. Ayon sa pangangalap ko ng impormasyon, volleyball is a team sport played with the ball and the net. There are teams on each side of the net. One team hits the ball over the net and into the other team's court. The other team must then hit the ball over the net and bounce within 3 tries without letting the ball touch the ground. There are two main kinds of competitive volleyball played in the world right now. There are team volleyball and beach volleyball. Both are Olympic sports and have competitive leagues. Team volleyball is played indoors on a hard court with 6 people per team. Beach volleyball is played outdoor in the sand with 2 players. The rules, strategy, and discussion here will focus on team volleyball. Volleyball can be a lot of fun to play. To play with friends, you can play with any number of people and most anyone can join in. To be a competitive player takes a lot of practice, good height, and jumping ability takop sa line. Salamat, this is JEFFY JUANITAS, nag-uulat para sa BXLP, your News Express, your news authority. Balik sa iyo, Generous MONGKIL.
Salamat, Generous MONGKIL. Based on my research, history of volleyball is the game of volleyball originally called Mentionet was invented in 1895 by William G. Morgan after the invention of basketball only 4 years before. Morgan, a graduate of a Springfield College of the YMCA, designed the game to be a combination of basketball but based of Springfield College of YMCA designed the game to be a combination of basketball, baseball, tennis, and handball.
Thank you, Generous MONGKIL, and this is the 4th dimension of volleyball. The game is played on a volleyball 18 meters long and 9 meters wide, divided into two 9 meters by 9 meters half by a 1 meters wide net.
Thank you, Generose. Here is the rules and regulations of volleyball. A point or rally is started when one team serves the ball. The player serving the ball must stand behind the end line or restraining line at the back of the court until after they have contacted the volleyball. To serve, a player hits the ball with their hand over the net into the opposing team's side. If the ball doesn't go over the net or hits the ground, the point is over. The opposing team must now return the ball without letting it hit the ground. They can hit the ball up to 3 times. No single player can hit the ball twice in a row. Typically, a team will try to set up an attack. They use the first 2 hits to set the ball to spike or hard it over the net. The 2 teams continue hitting the ball back and forth until the point ends. Typically, a team will try to set up an attack. They use the first 2 hits to set the ball for a spike or hard hit over the net. The 2 teams continue hitting the ball back and forth until the point ends. A point can end by one team hitting a winning shot that hits the ground within the opponent's court, or by one team causing a fault and losing the one. Ulit, Jason. A point can end by one team hitting a winning shot that hits the ground within the opponent's court by one team causing the fault and losing the point. Which volleyball team served the ball is determined by the previous point. The previous point got the serve next. At the start of the match, the first serve is determined by a volley.
Thank you, Generous MONGKIL. This is JERA CASI, volleyball officials that make up the officiating crew or first referee, second referee, scorekeeper, assistant scorer, and line judges. The first referee is in charge from the beginning of the match until the end. The first referee has authority over all other members of the officiating crew.